Two will enter, one will win. Welcome to the fight. Welcome to the knockout.
Welcome everyone to the last semifinal matchup before we have the finale. So we have a pretty good fight, I think. I don't know why Southern doesn't feel that he is quite up to the match, but we'll have to see. It's Bishop versus Thor, so really look forward to it. So I have my own argument that I would argue on who would win and why, but I'm going to let the contestants do it since that's what they're here for. So please welcome to the show Southern Comic Geek arguing for Bishop and his fishy or not name tag, and Lady Fantastic arguing the God of Thunder. So welcome, you three. Welcome. Good to see you. So how are you both doing tonight?
I'm ready. I'm ready to talk a lot of trash. I'm ready to insult Bishop. Hopefully not maybe drag his name through the mud, but really call into question his capacity as a competitor.
I see. All right, so we all know how it is. We're going to have an opening statement and all that, and Lady's going to go first since it's ladies first, and then followed up by Southern for the opening statement, and then we're going to get down in the mud, nitty-gritty. So there's no one in the chat other than us three, so I won't shout out the chat just yet. So
you shouted it out.
Oh, welcome everyone, welcome.
What's up? Kick ass.
All right, so, and like I said, know how it is. Opening statements, and then I generally will try to stay out of it for the most part, guide here or there, my own points or my own questions. But otherwise, you two feel free to take off the gloves and have a good old-fashioned brawl. So
you're the referee in case it gets too heated.
Yep. I don't want to see any blood, so go ahead.
All right, well.
All right, so Lady Fantastic, you're first with the opening statement.
So here's the deal with Thor. Thor is a god. He lives in Asgard, which is one of the 10 realms that he rules over. He has nigh impenetrable skin because he is a god. He has a companion that is close to being a god unto itself, which is a hammer made of uru metal, which is able to emit power blasts called anti-force blasts, and it can also conjure up the winds and thunder and lightning. So when you have something like Mjolnir paired with a god, it's like a god, hunk of god, with the sentient god. And so it's double trouble. Mjolnir, when you twirl it around, I believe he can reach Mach 32, and that's going to allow him to trot across the universe as he so pleases. Opening realms! Oh my God, Mjolnir can do that too. Opening realms. So there's a lot of things that Thor has going on for him that I don't quite see Bishop having the edge on. He's got like a belt of power that I think gives him the capacity to lift well over, like 100 tons. And, this guy, he doesn't like fight with like little X-Men on the ground. Like, yeah, okay, you have a genetic mutation. That sucks. all of us do. They're just not as fun as yours, Bishop. This guy's a god, and he keeps company of the gods. And so he's not getting into little Brotherhood of Evil Mutants kind of riffraff or street level riffraff. He's going, he's taking blows against the Silver Surfer. He's taking blows against Gore the God Slayer. He's taking blows against Celestials and living. Who does that? Does Bishop get hit? Does Bishop take a blow by a Celestial and live? Let's ask yourself that. I just say no. I believe that Thor is worthy, and that at the end of the day, though Bishop is a mighty competitor, a very, I would say, cunning and intelligent fellow, and I think he could get the best of Thor for a minute. He could get Thor pissed and in a tizzy, but I say at the end of the day, Thor pulls through because he's got the stamina of a god. Bishop does not.
Yeah.
I rest.
Thank you very much, lady. You had a lot to live up to there, Southern, so your turn.
So, first off, I just want to bring to a point. This ballot is rigged. Totally rigged. It says Wolverine and Darkseid. As if it's already a foregone conclusion who's going to win and who's going to lose tonight. I demand a recount.
Denied.
So, I don't know if I need to go ahead and lay all of my cards out on the table just yet. Maybe the referee can say whether or not I need to go ahead and just lay the cards out on the table, or just my opening statement.
You can use your opening statement right now, or you can get into a little bit detailed. Lady went a little more detailed than I would have gone into her opening statement, so it's up to you.
So I'm going to save the aces up my sleeve that I have tonight for the character. That's right, I say character of Bishop. So, folks, what we're going to ask you at the end of this show is, who would you vote for to have on your side? Would you vote for a girly man? Would you vote for a Fabio with a hammer that sometimes he is worthy to lift and sometimes he's not? Or would you vote for a grizzled soldier that has done nothing but all his life fight for the causes he believes in? I ask you that. So we have on the table before you tonight, with the arguments by myself and Lady, and both of us will try to present our best, and I know Lady will be fantastic at it. Yes, that was a dad joke. But at the end of the night, I ask you as to whether or not you would want, when it comes to character, would you want Thor or would you want Bishop with your back? Okay? So I would say right now, vote for me, legal or otherwise, vote for me. It will be Bishop, and we'll talk about it tonight.
Okay, that's it. That's all you got. Okay. So first, please, did you have something to say, Mr. Comics?
Oh, the only thing I would have said is I kind of had an idea to start out with. From the way I see it and all that, you got the one who was born in war, who was born in the future, born in war, like I said, fought all the time, and then you got the god who's lived for thousands of years, whose experience is more beneficial to them. Right. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Even bunny rabbits?
Is a suggested term. Mr. Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Look, live is subjective, as I will get to when I present my case for the main man, Bishop. I'll present my case that Thor has not always lived. There's been quite a few times where he died. So, skill set as it might be, that little blonde hair only gets you so far.
Right. So, first, I'd like to say that the actual premise of this show is who wins in battle. Sure, character matters if this is a Sesame Street episode, but this is Elmo. Here's the thing. I think the girly man would be the guy that has the Jerry curl mullet, That's gonna be Bishop.
That's part of his skill set. That's his power.
So, this guy has more of like the locks of a young Robert Plant.
Hey, lady, you might have a younger crowd in the chat.
That was a dude from a band called Led Zeppelin. Check it out. Come from the land of the ice and snow. Anyways, I just feel as if the company that you keep also speaks to the level at which you're operating. Now, Forge is cool, all right? He's kind of a nerd. He deals with I think Forge and Bishop, they keep company, don't they? I'm not saying they're lovers, but I'm saying they work together in teams, right?
I mean, they wanted to hang out with the same girl, but Bishop also hangs out with great. Who's the Phoenix?
There's bro.
What?
That's a red herring, and that pun intended. That's a red herring because this is not about her. This is about who.
You trying to make it about Forge? Your honor.
I'm trying to say that the company that Thor keeps, in terms of the likes of Beta Ray Bill, is much more powerful and exceptional in many more ways than that of Bishop and the company he keeps. Because guess what? Can any of Bishop or his buddies wield Mjolnir? Oh boy, Alien Warrior Beta Ray Bill can.
I would bring to
the right stuff.
Baby, I love the way you turn me. Oh, okay.
How many times was Bishop a herald of Galactus? Where is that?
So,
give me that.
Talking about that Donny Cates run, by the way, how is Thor picking up his hammer nowadays? Is he getting a little weak? Oh, the hammer is too heavy. I can't lift it. But everybody and their mama can lift it now. Look, it doesn't matter if he's worthy or not. The unworthy pick it up.
If you're worthy, you're worthy. And here's what I'm saying. I don't see you holding Mjolnir. Like, I've never seen you wield Mjolnir, but I've seen a lady with stage 4 cancer fucking knocking ice, ice giants off their rockers.
I can't bring Jean Grey. You can't bring Jane Foster.
Technically, Jane Foster wielding wielding Mjolnir is Thor.
Yes.
Oh, so now all of a sudden we're going to talk about a different Thor.
That's a technicality. It's still Thor.
Whoever holds this hammer, if he/she be worthy, shall possess the power. Does it say your mama or Southern Comic Geek? No, it says Thor. Does it say Bishop? It doesn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The judge ruled in favor of Lady on this point.
Oh, is there a Bishop Corps? Is there a Bishop Corps?
It's called the X-Men. Hello.
Because there's a Thor Corps.
The most popular team out there.
Thor Corps?
Yes, that's above Avengers.
I'm just saying.
Marvel Comics, above Avengers, which Thor happens to be a member of. So, you know why he couldn't be a member of the X-Men? Because he's not born a mutant. So he has to go join the
Because he's a god. He's a god.
What? Goldilocks is nothing up near a god. Listen.
What?
Let's get into this. Okay, so how many times can you remember Thor needing a human host in order to come down to Earth? Or how many times versus Bishop? Bishop's never had to have that. He's just here.
No, you don't understand. He got grounded by his daddy. Odin was pissed because Thor was showing his ass.
Now you're picking on Bishop because he didn't have a daddy?
Grounded. Go be a med student with a limp. Then he grew up.
So now we're holding it against Bishop because he didn't have a daddy.
And he got on with life. Everybody's got to, you know what? We all show our ass.
Everywhere.
You know what?
Did she pause? Or
Huge, China, bigly.
Listen,
Huge.
I will also bring to your attention that a fact that everybody knows, and that is Marvel Comics likes to do things in big events every year, right? It seems like big events every 2 months now. So they have big events.
When was the last big Bishop event?
The last big Bishop event?
Yeah,
the past.
yeah. AOA?
Every single one since he debuted in Uncanny X-Men 282.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
big event number one that I'll bring to your attention was
Are you doing seasons?
Was it called Sin? You know, where they battled the serpent god? Who died in that?
Oh, you mean the Serpent of Midgard, which Thor has defeated before.
Who died?
Your mom. Thor.
Listen.
Thor has been defeated by and killed the Serpent of Midgard. It's in the text because but hasn't Thor killed the Serpent of Midgard? Answer me.
Did Thor die? That's all I asked. I didn't ask for none of the others. Thor died. The answer is yes.
Has Bishop died in timelines?
No.
Yes.
Where?
I'll show you where.
So let's think about another main event. Let's go back through the test of time.
Has Bishop even
have Onslaught?
Here's the thing, though. Onslaught's like Magneto with an attitude, and this is the thing. Here's the thing. The magnitude, the scale on which Thor is operating. How many times does Bishop encounter the Serpent of Midgard? You know, how many times does Bishop encounter Gore the Godslayer?
Hey, look.
And here's the thing. Magneto with a complex.
Listen,
that's
Thor can't even hold on to his hammer. He's like an old man. He's got to get up and go to the bathroom 3 times a night. He can't even hold his own water because you know what takes him down? Nick Fury whispering sweet nothings in his ear, and he can't even pick his hammer up no more. So
you know what? You didn't read Jason Aaron's 1 through 25, God of Thunder. And if you knew what that entailed, and you knew that he said Gore was right, you knew that would fuck with you too. And sometimes you dropped your hammer, and then you go through that hero's journey like Siddhartha and Hermann Hesse, and you find yourself again, and then you reclaim that hammer. That's called the hero's journey. How many journeys has Bishop been on? None. He just has guns.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm from the future.
And
look at my Jerry curl mullet. But
now she's making fun of the mullet. She made fun of single parents.
I got pouches. But
oh my goodness!
I got a crush on Storm. But
okay. So anyway, we go to Onslaught, and what happens? He comes back in time to stop the X-Men from dying. And he's back in time. He's trying to stop him. He realizes at that one single moment.
That's never happened before, ever, in an X-Men storyline. Ever.
Thor's never died. Thor's never been defeated by Hulk and everybody else.
Do you not know the process and the cyclical nature of Ragnarok?
Who's the?
I'm going to run your 10 realms in a minute.
Who's the only undefeated
10 realms and just straighten them out.
Who's the only undefeated person in the Marvel universe?
Your mom.
Bishop? That didn't work.
No. You just completely ruined on her.
I would say Iron Man.
Squirrel Girl.
You're undefeatable. She's undefeatable.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said who was the only other defeated.
No.
I was Tony's gotten his ass kicked a couple of times.
So has Squirrel Girl ever beat Thor?
I don't think they've ever encountered one another.
She's never encountered Bishop, so I'm just saying.
So
is she scared?
I don't know how she would fare against either one of them, but I'll tell you this. Mm-hmm. She fended off Taskmaster like a boss.
Uh-huh.
You know, Black Widow can't say that all the time.
She scissors Black Widow. I'm Taskmaster, and he's going down for the count. Oh, is this?
That was voluntary, and I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it. I'm just saying.
Scarlet
He
Witch
was grinning.
and Taskmaster scissored.
The mullet's the best part. Look at
Who's
Hidden
still a
Gems.
god?
Bring Hidden Gems comments up to the front. The mullet is the best part. Booyah! Listen, hold up. I have not even made my case because Donald Trump keeps interrupting me. Listen.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ding, ding, ding.
So we go back to Onslaught, and in that moment, he knows I've got to do whatever it takes. He jumps in front of Onslaught to keep the X-Men
You're
dying.
the puppet.
He absorbs it like a boss. He doesn't die, but I will draw your attention to the end of Onslaught where somebody else essentially dies. Would that be Goldilocks? Yes, it would be. Did Bishop die? No. Did Goldilocks? Yes.
Death is a part of life. Bishop's gonna die. And I think that you view death as weakness, where actually, sweet, we all go part of it. It's a cyclical nature of things. And when you have the cyclical nature of being a god and having to revive, you know, your world and your realms every, few millennia, sometimes you don't die, actually. You go into a deep Odin sleep. Then you come back, you're fresh, you get you a glass of mead, and you go out and you start cracking heads. I'm just saying, man. That's the way. That's the way he rolls. Sometimes he goes through existential stuff, but he's always back from the count, and he's got a little fan club. He's got a core. I don't see Bishop until I see different characters in Jerry curl mullets doing bishops with little M's over their eyeballs. I'm not going to be convinced.
Mullet wearers everywhere. Listen to this and vote for me now.
So is that your answer to how Bishop would defeat Thor, the absorbing his energy or his lightning and all that?
Exactly. Okay, so Thor comes in. He's going to shoot the little lightning rods. Shoot them as much as you want. Bishop's a man. He'll take it like a man. He'll take it like a boss, and he'll ditch you back out. And and that's what he wrote.
That's an interesting power. Here's the thing: if you're moving at Mach 32, it's gonna be hard to anticipate those blows. And if you don't see them coming, and if you've got the capacity to blow blasts of power called anti-force, is your ability to absorb force necessarily going to have the same effect on something essentially called anti-force? I don't think so.
Because right now, Thor cannot lift his hammer. Bishop could, and therefore, what?
Thor can lift his hammer.
Is he having troubles lifting his little hammer?
He's had,
Currently, he is having troubles lifting his hammer.
Well,
should try a little bit.
That makes him Thor. So Bishop would simply
is Bishop God?
Logic would grab the hammer, would come Thor, and smack his teeth down his throat. Game over. Boom.
You're just jealous of the Uru. You're jealous of the Uru hammer. You're jealous of the magic. You're jealous of the power, the belt's power. You're jealous of.
You've been dissing on the power of the mullet.
That's no.
power. How do you think New Kids on the Block lured all those young, unsuspecting ladies to buy their horrible songs?
Their little booties. What? Hidden gems? You do not think about this. Thor has too many. Thor is too quick. He can use different warps. I think it's too easy to just say, "Oh, he just absorbs everything." Can you see that? I mean, does he have to see what's coming at him?
No.
Okay, so you're creating the parameters, and not the parameters that were actually defined by the canon. Got it.
Canon as laid out by Chris Claremont and other writers that brought him about. Sure.
I don't think. No. Sorry, I just feel like. Well, I don't feel like. I know Thor.
Oh, now we're going off feelings.
No, we're not. I'm going off.
Feelings.
Okay,
No.
so could Bishop beat the Hulk? Could Bishop
We're talking about
beat
Thor. We're not talking about the
Silver
Hulk.
Surfer? Could Bishop do those things? Because Silver Surfer has. Not Silver Surfer. The Hulk has. Not Thor has.
Oh, now we're talking about everybody else.
I know, sorry.
Thor.
I'm just naming so many people that Thor has competed against, fought.
Competed. Does it matter how many people you compete against or how many people that walk away with
You know
this?
what I'm noticing is you not naming very many things that Bishop has ever done other than zipping back and forth in the future and dealing with Onslaught's emotions. So, he'll just absorb it.
I mean, what is this? This is not some little thing you do on the way to church on Sunday. Lady uses magic.
The only guy in this conversation is Thor.
She is a science denier.
Nordic,
She's
not
ignoring science.
Judeo-Christian. No Judeo-Christian.
Thor is all magic, no science. Bishop's science. Everyone has a mutation. She's ignoring. She's a science denier. Can't
That's
believe it.
right. It's
Make fun of single parents. Make fun of bullet.
Look, I'm sorry. How many cover pages of Bishop do you see with him clashing with the Silver Surfer? I just wonder that. Do you ever see any of his adversaries near the level of this kind of situation? The scale of this, like Bishop, he is no Herald of Galactus.
No, he's not.
I'm saying this is the power cosmic. I'm saying this is a cosmic universal level. I'm saying these are portals to different places and realms. This is how, Thor traffics on the daily. Bishop fucks with his TI-83 calculator. All right.
Now nerds everywhere listen to
He writes
me.
boobies on it and turns it upside down. So, that's cool, man.
He would pick up Thor's hammer, knock his little Goldilocks teeth down his throat, and call it a day, and walk off like a boss. Instead of mic drop, it'd be like hammer drop, boom, just like that.
Why haven't we seen that?
Because Kate ain't wrote it yet. He's writing everything.
No. I think it's because if wishes and butts were oats and nuts, we'd all have a bowl of granola.
Wow.
You're bullshitting me.
That must be a southern thing.
Listen, here's the other thing. Do any of us on this show tonight, do we go to Neiman Marcus and shop at the ritzy places? No. You know why? Because we ain't got the money. And so we know where we need to shop at based on our personal wallets. Bishop knows what level he's at. Thor has a problem, and he doesn't understand that he can't beat everybody. And so that's why he goes against Hulk, and Hulk knocks him down.
That's not his problem. He has a problem comprehending and focusing the mighty power that he has. That is a story of growth. Bishop has got a laser pointer.
A laser pointer?
And some lipstick over his eyeball, some mascara over his eyeball, and an M. He's weird. I think Bishop is he's into the drag scene, which I don't judge.
And now he's against people with drag. Oh my goodness.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, look, here's the thing. You can be a superhero or you could be a drag star. And he doesn't know. He's walking. He's on that phone. He's on tonight. I don't know. Am I going to see Bishop in Rocky Horror Picture Show, or I'm going to see him help somebody, some emotional, hormonal onslaught, basically roided out Magneto.
This is probably the least on point, most on point matchup of the season. If Thor and Bishop weren't being thrown out in every sentence, I think you weren't even talking about it.
Yeah, we name drop. We name drop.
I know people.
People. I mean, after ladies insulted all these people that could possibly be watching your show, you're probably losing subscribers. But listen, Bishop is the main man.
A man.
Amen.
Okay, Thor is the god. See that comparison? God versus man. Where, I don't see any ambiguity in terms of the power. Okay, here you go. So here you go, guys. So if there was a scenario in which a car was blocking the road, would you rather have a god or a man move the car?
As long as the car gets moved, who cares?
Fair. But one could do it very, very readily. Or like, he could stop like meteors and shit. Whatever. He could do whatever you wanted to.
But he can't beat Hulk. Okay.
He can beat Hulk.
Why isn't he?
Well, because you know what? It's like we all have our good days and bad days.
I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes LSU wins and sometimes Auburn wins. They're both good adversaries.
Yeah. I don't know. Be a little more of a close fight, I feel, because like I said, Bishop can absorb Thor's lightning and throw it back at him, but Bishop, I will stand by that Bishop cannot lift nor wield Mjolnir. So, you drop
you don't react to the speed at which...
What?
Huh?
Have you read Donny Cates?
Like you name dropping Donny Cates has nothing to do with the canonical powers of Thor. That's what I think.
Oh, now Donny can't write, can it?
No. You're leaning hard on like 4 issues. You're leaning hard on like 4 issues.
Well, I just
feel like the weight of the entire Thor universe versus Donny Cates pulling some riffraff in 4 issues. Bishop, thank you. Thank you.
Thor created coronavirus.
Thor's a legacy virus.
Somebody that created the coronavirus.
Yeah, right. You did. Okay, I'm ready to stop fighting.
All right. Let's say we get to closing arguments. Lady Fantastic, you get to go first again.
I have the best god. He's the greatest god. I know all the gods, and Thor is the best god. Okay? You want God? This is the god. I've known him for many years. Great god, great guy. Check it out. I have endorsed him. Thor, huge success. Thank you.
And Southern, your turn.
I will just call to the voters' memory all the scandal and stuff dragging down a battle-hardened soldier. Guys, we are just one day removed from Veterans Day, and we're already forgotten our veterans. Bishop, battle-hardened from his childhood, had an M tattooed on his eye just because he was born that way.
Thor is battle-hardened against elves.
Thor was born in the lap of luxury. Thor needs to check his privilege at the door. Okay.
Yeah, and you had your chance for your closing statement. This is Southern's.
Thor needs to check his Asgardian privilege at the door here, people. This is in the real world, and in the real world, Bishop wins. As I've already laid out, I won't repeat, and that's all I got to say.
Well, this is definitely one for the books and the memory files. All right, I've been dropping the link. I'll drop it one more time here. So go vote for Bishop or Thor, who wins this fight. You two are free to vote for your own guys and all that. And we'll give the chat, anyone watching, a minute or two to go there and vote before we look it up. So, but this is definitely one hell of an interesting conversation.
Because I had to bring Southern's mama into it. That's how classy it is.
Wow.
That's how I roll. When in doubt, go to your mom.
That's it. That's it.
Well, I gotta say, if it's Thor moving forward, I really look forward to you tearing Darkseid a new dark hole.
This guy. He's the man. Ragnarok, bro. I just don't. How does Thor not beat Bishop? I just don't get it. Like, just because you're mutant doesn't mean that your lifespan is any longer than that of immortals.
Well, when you can be reborn by Krakoa, it does.
Well, that's another singular storyline. There's the entire canon of... Man, I just feel like you're being cheap. I feel like you're being cheap.
Hashtag backs, lady. Hashtag backs.
I like it. You're just like hanging on like 2 or 3 little issues where there's like libraries and like dictionaries of known stuff. And it's like, what are you talking about? I haven't even emotionally accepted this stuff yet.
She hasn't even digested this yet. Hidden Gems, if you like to dab, go out there, give me some votes. This might be an election day, but keep voting because it really matters. And we'll continue to see the
amount of positioning your arms should influence the way you vote. Okay? Okay.
All right. So, any last stragglers? Vote now before I hit that results tab. So
I'll do a deep dab if I win, Hidden Gem.
If he wins, I'll do a dab. If he wins,
a dab-a-dab-a-doo.
A dab. I'll do a dab.
All right. Here we go. So,
Do
drum
roll.
The results are in, and they are. Whoa! That is unexpected.
I think it was the contrariness of Bishop. It's a rather contrary juxtaposition, and I think the folks were feeling very contrarian tonight.
As happens in elections sometimes.
Yeah. How many total votes were there? 4 votes. Okay. God. Recount.
Yeah. At least three of the votes were, illegals came into the country and they voted,
Yeah. I won the popular vote. I had fun. Congratulations. I bow at your
contrariness.
Yes, I bow to your superb contrary arguments that charmed the crowd. And you know what? Sometimes a Jerry curl mullet is exactly what you need to bring the people together.
I gotta tell you something. I don't think anyone gave you a shot, honestly. You were like, you could have told me that once I chose, I was stuck with that person. I would have chosen someone else, and now that person's going to the finals.
Yeah, I didn't think I had a shot either. The only shot I had was trash talking the whole time. So,
well, you better step it up, Mr.
3-1. 3-1 says you're the man.
Well, it's 10-1. Yeah, okay, 3-1. That's a.
There was 4 votes, right?
Yeah, 4 votes that came in. Since I hold my vote in case there's a tie.
Yeah, I didn't vote.
I was gonna. You didn't vote? Well, no. So that would have been 3-2. See?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. 60% and 40%. Sorry, I abstained. I have standards. Oh my God, I have standards.
She was so confident she didn't go into Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. So she didn't go into the
Nope. I got this.
Chinese hackers. Yeah, might be comics a lot.
Probably were. Well, I had fun. I appreciate you having me.
Is the Russians?
Even though I lost, I'm really sad about it. I'm gonna mull about all night.
You're gonna mull about it?
I'm gonna mull about. Yeah, and I'm probably going to send some angry texts to Southern, and he'll probably fret about it. Honestly,
fret and fritters.
Although,
I do like to harass. So
I'm scrolling through the chat here, and I don't see Lady Fantastic's secession speech at all.
Oh, I can see.
You said he's not conceding yet.
I want a smooth transition of power. I do not want there to be any ambiguities about who's in charge. Thor tips his little winged cap to that of Jerry Curl Mullet Man Bishop, and let us go on and succeed together. Because if Bishop succeeds, we all succeed. Am I right?
That's right.
That's the spirit.
So,
That's the spirit.
so
God.
yeah. Thank you very much, you two, for a very fun-filled and at times pointless.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm sitting here going, what?
What do you mean pointless?
You know, I was having fun changing your guys' names.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thor still wins.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, all right. Thank you everyone for joining me. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that, comment down below, share the video, and stay tuned for the final coming up. And I hope it's next week. I really want to do it next week. So it'll be Bishop from Southern Comic Geek arguing against Darkseid from Burke Family 54. So
yeah, I think Bishop has got a new partner in Thor, because I'm not going to vote. It's Kirby, though. Darkseid is Kirby. Can't do it. Can't do it. Have to support my Marvels.
So you better bring your.
I have a prejudice.
Game,
I am prejudiced. I'm just going to say it. I'm prejudiced.
So,
well, we have some latecomers here.
Hey, not near man. How's it going? Yep.
Oh man, Rob, I got wiped out. I got the floor. He mopped the floor with me. 3-1 Bishop to Thor. So
I could have been the cut vote that counted right there. Rob could have voted for Thor.
I could have voted for me, and it would have been a tie.
Yeah.
And Matt would have had to break the tie.
You
So
know
go ahead and reveal your vote now, Matt. Who would it have been for?
Honestly, I think, my argument would have been, like I said, Bishop could absorb Thor's lightning like Iron Man in the first Avengers movie. But I ultimately think that Thor would pull it off, because blow for blow and all that.
Pull it off.
I still say Bishop can't will Jr. And so
You're turning red. Look at him blushing.
Yeah.
So now I've seen him really angry, and I've seen him embarrassed. These are the scales in which Southern, this is his emotional,
Spectrum.
Because usually he's very.
I'm like a lantern already. I have an emotional spectrum. Sometimes I turn pink.
Yeah. He's like, okay, he's feeling pink, so we got to associate the colors. I need a color scale, and then I need to match the color with the emotion, the corresponding emotion. Yeah.
So, right. I'm sorry, but the ballot is closed. So,
Bishop's got some training to do. I think. Darkseid's no joke.
Got a big fight. So stay tuned for, like I said, I want it to be next week. So again, I will contact both you and Burke on Instagram, Southern, and we will get together in a time there. Like I said, I really want to do it next week so I can wrap up the first season here, so I can get started on bigger plans for season 2 of the Knockouts. So I do want to do heroes in one side and villains versus the other, and then have a good versus evil for the finale and all that. So be really fun to see good guys fighting honorably. And Lady Fantastic.
Not gonna do that with us.
Well,
it's not going to happen with me.
It was a mudslinging show.
Yeah.
So yeah, did look forward to it. So very fun show. If anyone out there is interested in possibly being on season 2, hit me up on Instagram and I will get your name down so I know to contact you, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be drawing up a list of characters that's bigger than the list of people who want in or I get to be in. That way it can be just choosing, and it's not just you're stuck with this one because you're the last one to pick a character. So this way it can be at least a choice. So if anyone's interested in fighting on the Knockout, hit me up on Instagram, same as my YouTube channel name, just without the capital letters. So
I think Comics at Law should do it. He would be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. All right.
So have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned next week, I hope, for the finale of the Knockout. Bishop versus Darkseid. See who wins. Take care, everyone. And as always, like to say, happy collecting, and I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you later.
Congratulations, Bishop.
Hold on. Is it going out there?
We're still live.
I'm trying to do it. It's not clicking. Yeah. Oh, well, we're still fighting. Anyone wants to say anything? My computer is a little frozen right now. Yeah. Well, so much for a smooth ending.